What's up, backgammon fans? This is Marc Olsen from backgammongalaxy.com. In this video, we're gonna be analyzing the recent final of the Las Vegas Open between Cary Hoarty and Joe Feldman. So the special thing about this final is the fact that Cary Hoarty is just, I wouldn't say a kid, but almost like I think he's 19 years old. So that's quite remarkable, and it's not just that. This is like his 20th cash on the American Backgammon Tour. So this is quite an accomplishment from such a young player. And I never seen Cary play, so I figured that I would try to analyze this match, put it into XG, and we might as well do a commentary while we do so. Before we get into the match, let me just remind you guys, in case you didn't see it on Facebook already, I am publishing my third book on backgammon. It's called Cube Like a Boss, Intuition, Patterns, and Strategy. So I think that subtitle says it all. It's about cube actions. You can see the cover here, the back cover. It gives you all the chapters of the book. Yeah, and it's basically a book for everybody who wants to improve their skills in cube actions without having to do a lot of hard computational work. This is more focused on intuition and pattern recognition. I can recommend it to anybody, any player of any level. But of course, if you are in the, I would say, Galaxy rating below 2000, for sure you will have a huge gain from reading this book. Okay, so let's get into the match. Let me press play here. It was streamed on Facebook. Audio. Okay, so 5-3. What's that? Is he?
I take.
What? Okay. Joe Feldman just cubed? Why would you do that? Oh wait, I can see that I did something wrong here in my. Let me just. Why can't I cube? So even XG, it doesn't allow me to cube. Why not? That's weird. XG doesn't allow me to cube. Why can't I cube? What if I go up here, double? Okay, then I can cube. And of course he takes. What a horrible cube. Why would he cube? Does he have something to? Maybe they split the pot or something. It doesn't make any sense. Unless he has something more important to do than to play the final of the Las Vegas Open. I don't know what the prizes are. You can tell me in the chat. What's going on? What's this? What are they doing? Did they decide on... They must have decided on something. What a silly match. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna fast forward. I'm not gonna... What is this? 6-0? How can the match be 6-0? If they cube to 8?
Hold on. All right. Good luck, guys. It's we actually have to reset the clock.
They were pulling a prank.
Okay, who thought something that this was for real?
Well, because we talked about it.
Really?
Everybody did. He's like, what's going on here?
Okay, they're pulling a prank.
Did you think they were?
I mean,
What? I've
look,
never
you guys
seen
have a
this
split
before.
for 6 grades.
I was confused.
But
I was like, what the heck?
Did you ever read any of Danny Kleinman's books?
No, I've heard a lot of it.
Well, he always had these letters written by supposed players.
Let's go back.
And one of them was Diana
I was
Dialing.
confused.
And they would always show a position with the cube at 16, you know, and she'd think about recubing.
Yeah, that's my P40
Sort of like
right
when you
there.
guys were just...
Hey, look. It wouldn't even be the most degenerate thing any of us have done this weekend. So, like,
So everybody will get to see that.
Yeah.
Clear, everybody. Cary.
Everyone is having a laugh. Yeah, that was a good one, guys.
hey, look.
Okay,
This is
If, all right, here we go. It's recording. Good luck, guys.
good.
so this is it.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, you're 3-2.
Okay. So he pulls 2 down. Defensive move.
Same.
Double 3.
Same
Joe.
roll. You just didn't double this time.
Okay, this is actually one of the
Yeah.
rare occasions where you have to make the 5-point and come up. Joe made the natural play most players would have done, I think. Made 2 winner points. 2-1 for Cary. Okay, let's see how Cary plays this one. Yeah, the 9 is good. Well played. Yeah, XG confirms. Well played, Cary. You could be tempted to split your back checkers, but the 9-point is big asset. It's part of your prime. Okay, Joe makes an error here. Definitely should have split the back checkers. He's leading the race, so he has worse timing. He has the better inner board. No reason not to split the back checkers there. And then Cary gets a 5-4. And Joe gets a 6-1. Double 6 for Cary. That's not necessarily a good roll. Doesn't really have much options.
Yeah. Alright. Just,
No other reasonable place. Oh yeah. This gotta be a cube. Joe has a big edge in the priming game here. He has better timing.
This is for real fans. Well, that sucks.
So what is Cary gonna do here? XG says that it's a big take.
what I can do actually.
I passed.
Oh,
1-0.
passes.
1-0.
Oh, that's not good.
Even at this score, I'll play you at double.
Cary has a lot of counter prime here.
Oh, that's
He's already
Don't
blocking.
make tempting offers.
Imagine if Joe rolls a double 5 or something like this, double 5, double 6. That was a weak pass from Cary. Okay, so, oi. Let's transcribe that one. And the pass. Okay, big runner from Cary. Yeah, good start. In terms of PR. 6-4. Yeah. Oh, fan. 6-3 from Joe. Or is this too soon to double? He can make the golden point. That's lovely.
Remember that I'm the luckiest player in band game.
Oh, there's the... Oh, did he fan that? That's an unlucky fan. For sure he should double now. This is actually a strong double. This is a very strong double. And it's a small take according to XG+. Small take. So this one, Cary will not... I mean, I don't mind if Cary passes this one. This is a difficult decision. Joe has 11 checkers in the zone, in the blitz zone here. Okay.
Are you okay?
Oh, sorry, not 11. He has 9 checkers. Sorry. But Cary does take, which I definitely like to take.
Hello. Did you make it through match?
He's a bit unlucky here, Cary.
And you won.
Joe's gonna continue with the blitz. I don't like that play. Nope, that's a poor play. That was a poor play from Joe. What about stand again? 4-1. Stand
It
again.
means that 1.
5-1. Okay, so now Joe has to bring ammunition down for the blitz. Yeah, it's a very clear play. It's the only one that gives him 2 builders. Oh.
Right.
6-1. Joe should... No, that's the wrong idea, Joe. I think you're gonna want to use the ace for that.
Which one's the big one? Which was the small? Because the blue landed
What's
next.
happening?
No, the blue ones are the same size.
They have 3 dice on the
No.
board. I have no idea what's
I
happening.
took the black one away. It was different size.
Just check it.
They are
It landed right next to me. If anybody.
These are the same size.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Okay.
I don't know what went on there. Can't see the dice. Top die. Okay, so Joe doesn't have a blitz position anymore. He has a prime position. Just stay flexible. Try to avoid getting counter primed, but that's going to be difficult because Cary has a really horrible position here. Weak and underdeveloped. Okay, let's see if Joe can find the best play here. The key is that Cary has 2 inner board blots. That gives him the green light to play bold. He does see it. Well played, Joe. Good move. 6-2. Okay, so Cary's gonna come out with a hit with a 6, of course. I mean, he's already losing the game with 4 checkers on the 24 point. He needs to come out. The question is, how do you play the deuce? Do you cover the 4, which is more pure, or do you cover the deuce, which is more safe? Let's see what the XG says. It wants to cover the deuce because, okay, yeah. Again, a little bit less than a blunder from Cary here. Your opponent has a 5-point board. You cannot play bold and leave a direct shot. And Joe does indeed hit. And Cary is in big trouble. Okay, he enters immediately, which just certainly helps a bit. Still in big trouble though. We can see here the winning chances. 79% winning chances for Joe with 53% gammon. So he's my favorite to win a gammon here in this position, or better, backgammon. 10% of the time will be a backgammon win for Joe. Yeah, Cary makes the only reasonable play. Joe hits the shot, Cary fans. 5-4. Okay, so Joe should think about his connectivity during blitz. He needs to bring the back checkers home, so he doesn't get stuck. Crunching double 4 or something like this. You should just bring the back checker out. Oh, yeah. 23-14 would be my move, but there's actually a better move according to 3-5. Let's just check it on XG Plus. Yes, this is the better move. 16-7. Slot the 6 prime. Yeah, good move from XG. Okay, he makes that move. No big deal. Oh, actually, it's a big mistake. It's a rather big mistake. Let's just go back and check. 45 error, yeah. It was kind of like, I don't really know what he was trying to do. A little bit inflexible to put 2 checkers on the 9.21. Now he's gonna make the 6 prime, I think. He might be thinking that he doesn't want to have the bar point, but it is useful in some of the cases where the opponent enters. He avoids that counter prime pressure by simply having the 6 prime. Cary keeps fanning, which is doesn't really matter. Oh, there's a double 5. That's ugly. What? What is he doing? He doesn't want to leave the 1-6 from the bar, and then instead he wants to bury 2 checkers. That is wrong. That's just wrong. Okay, it's not. Oh, wait. I did a mistake. I have to pause. I did a mistake because that was an ugly move. I want to play it out by hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was an ugly move from from Joe. Half a blunder. No reason to make that blunder. Now he gets a double 4. Which he should. That's 1. Oh yeah, he should just. That's 2. I think he should just clear from the rear because he's up against an ace point game. In ace point games, you just want to clear from the rear. Yes, XG confirmed, but actually it's very... Oh, it's a complete borderline decision. Slightly better even to take off checkers. The reason is the difference in backgammons. Notice that taking off 2 checkers wins you 6% more backgammons. However, you lose 1.5% less. You win 1.5% less gammon, which is kind of funny. So you win less gammon, but way more backgammon, and that's why taking off 2 checkers is the best move. Okay, he does do that. Well played, Joe. Double aces for Cary. He slots some points. What about the last ace? Yeah, very flexible. 4-1 for Joe. That's a bit ugly. I think you gotta clear the 4-point here to avoid that ugly structure with a uneven number on the rearmost point. It's a clear play. It's actually close to a blunder. Could be a blunder. Half a blunder to clear the 6, and it's just a clear play to clear the 4-point. Look at the position after you clear the 4-point. Then you have even numbers on the rearmost points. Whereas if you clear the 6-point, you have this ugly spare checkers where all of your high rolls will leave a shot next time. Okay, it does make the right play. 16 for Cary. That's the 3. That's for sure. I think the 6 you just gotta come out to avoid some backgammon losses. I agree with that play. Okay, XG wants to play the other one. No wait, where's Cary's play here? And then double 3. Yeah. Double 3. He clears from the rear. Nice roll for Joe. 5-2. Cary is worried about the BG. Okay. Forced move. 4-3. Yeah, good move from Cary. Avoiding some BGs. 5-3 now. Double 6s. Wow. Okay. Should he run with 1 back checker? Yes, he should. He should indeed run. With this one I have to move by hand, I think. Wait, what's going on here? How do you move this one? You move this, and that. Okay, that was a mistake. Not too big one though. Okay, 4-1. Now he's got to move, of course, to try to get the coup classique. Any ace will give him a shot, except for double aces. The ace. 4-5. Same move as XG3 ply. Yet again he dodges an ace. Joe Feldman. Cary. He dodges the cube classique, and now Cary really needs to hit that ace to avoid losing a gammon.
3-2.
I
did that in my semifinals. Alright, 5-0.
Okay, so better play from both players in this game. Wasn't too critical though.
I'm a nice guy, what can I say?
Didn't really have too many
Why not
decisions.
those
$50 jackpot. Tim Eminence plays Brian
0
Adams.
for
Armin Soltani plays Christy Christman. John Rockwell plays Mario Saman. Sharon Smith plays Bob Sprader.
size. And let me just get the transcription going here. 5-3. Okay, Cary knew this
I know
one.
this is getting serious.
It
but
is
I
better
can't
to
help
hit
but
loose
say
on the 5
full press
and
for a
make
shutout.
3 points.
Well, I know. I was just thinking that. I was gonna say I'm so happy we didn't come to any agreement. So happy because I'd already be scared.
What's going on here? He rolled a double 4. Okay, I'm just trying to decrease the size of XG up here so we can see the scoreboard like this. Oh yeah, it's 5 up. 5-0, it's not 4-0. We had the double pass in game 1. Okay, so double 4s for Joe. And he fanned. Okay, he's not too lucky so far. Is this a cube? This could be a cube. I think this is a big cube actually. More whether it's a take or not. Cary is down 5-0 to 19. That's
Darren
definitely
Smith.
something. Okay. Oh, I was wrong. I felt strongly for the cube here, but it's actually borderline no double. Okay, at 0-0 it would be a double, but since Joe is up 5-0, it just shifts it to being a no double. Well played, Joe. I probably would have doubled there, given my opponent to make a mistake. Oh, that's not a pretty play. He doesn't have high fans again, and now it's the cube. I didn't like the 2-point here from Joe. This doesn't have a blitz position per se. He could have made a connecting move, bringing more ammunition to the blitz and more purity, increasing your prime value. After making the deuce point, your prime value goes way down. However, your blitz value of course goes up. Let's see how big that was. Okay, not too big, 31. Just me nitpicking. Yeah, this is a tough decision here for Cary. Okay, he passes. I mean, yeah. Difficult. It is a take. It's not the biggest take in the world. In the blitz
No more
position.
cubes.
It's quite a big favorite here.
That's over.
30% gamma and
Yes.
68% win.
Yeah, it's that.
It does change something that
I don't think I
Cary
can
is
But I
down
only
in
have
the
to get
match
5
already.
points to regain the
It's
alpha,
probably
right?
pretty close at 0-0.
Yes.
5-0.
Okay. Okay. That's.
I'm just a little bit scared about the volume of the... Let me just turn down the volume a bit for the players. Okay, let's see what happened here. He doubled and pass. And then we had the opening of 4-1. Aha, so Cary played this one aggressively. He made the slot cool play. He got punished though. 4-1. And now Cary rolls a 3-2. Yep, that's the right idea. We continue fighting for the golden point. Deuces for Joe. Great shot. That's 1. 2-3. Let's ask the machine. Okay, it's slightly inferior. It's a little bit better to split the back checkers. Your opponent has no blitz value at all, so there's not... You don't want to get primed in this position, so Joe should have just split his back checkers. He's much more scared of a blitz attack. Oh, wait! Ah, yeah, okay, he has to cover. Yeah. He has to cover. I just saw the 6-1, oh sorry, the 6-4 that he was supposed to hit in the outfield, but he had the slot on the 5 points, so of course he had to cover that one. Good play, Joe. Okay, so what is Cary gonna do here? He's definitely scared of the prime. Yeah, this is the right idea. He's not really scared of a blitz. He's scared of a prime. Imagine Joe rolls something like 5-2. Where Joe, he's definitely gonna make the 5 point, but Cary will have a lot of return shots. Nice play, Cary. Okay, this one is aggressive. Yeah, that's not a double. Definitely not a double. Oh, and let me just pause before we make. I just made a mistake here with the cube. Yes, and that's a big mistake. I mean, Joe is still getting primed here. He has those two checkers on the 23 point. They are getting primed, so I mean, this is not a double yet. Easy take for Cary. And Cary says thank you very much. He does, however, get perfect shot 5-4, followed by a dance, so that would have been a market loser actually. Unlucky for Cary. Bad double from Joe. I can't really see the other die. I think it's a 6-3. And Joe is realizing that he's actually getting primed as well. Cary has a good counter prime. Ah, 6-1. Oh, and then he goes for the blitz. That's a good move. Nice. So he substitutes some prime value to gain a whole lot of blitz value. And it seems to be working. Very nice play from Joe there. He shifted into a blitz. And Cary just keeps on fanning. I like that play. Now it's imperative to split the back checkers. He doesn't want to get stuck there. Roll, like, give himself the opportunity to roll a crunching double 6 or double 4 or something like this. Yeah, that's a great play actually. I would have made the other one. And Cary just keeps on fanning. For what? For 2? Perfect. Joe is destroying him completely. This is gonna be a gammon. Doesn't really matter what you move here, as long as you don't anchor up on the 22 point, then you're good. Okay. And Cary continues to fan. Let's see what he plays. He comes out. Yeah, that's the XG move as well. Another fan from Cary. 4-2. Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. Whoa, deuces for Cary, and he's out. He is out, and he's gonna slot. That was a heck of a roll from Cary. He just saved the gammon, and he could even win this game. He has very fine winning chances actually. Yeah, I don't think that Joe is gonna see the best move here, because he already decided on making the 7 point, and that's not the right idea, because that's gonna leave you a ton of shots. That's gonna leave you a double shot. Yeah, he didn't even see the best play, which would be to just clear the blots on the 8 and 7. Yeah, that was a big blunder, almost a double blunder. He did not see the best play, which was only gonna leave him 13 shots with a 3. But I think he got missed. I can't see the dice. Oh, the left die. So it's 6 what? The PR race is not looking too good so far. Both players playing at a 7. For intermediate players, that's not bad, but for world-class players, it's really, really bad. So far, both players are not playing in the world-class territory. I expect that both players will improve their PR, that they just had a rough start. Okay, 6-1, and he chose not to come out. What? Oh, it loses too much gammon to come out. Sorry guys, well played from Cary. I just had my mind fixated on coming out, because that's what you want to do usually, but he's right, it's too many shots. It's 7 and 8s. That's a total of 12 shots. So, and on those 12 shots, he's gonna lose a gammon. So instead, he just played safe and hoping to hit a shot next time. Very good play from Cary. 6-3 from Joe. He should think about minimizing shots and bringing checkers home. And it seems that the best way to do that is this move. Well played. Yeah, duplicates the aces from 6-1, so it is just aces and 6-5, so 13 shots. And Cary misses yet again. He just develops 6-4, and Joe is more or less safe. Okay. Now it's close. The best play is to play 13-3, which leaves a 6-1, but has better flexibility than 13-9, 9-5. The problem with 13-9, 9-5 is that you get an ugly spare checker here, an uneven number on the rearmost point that you would like to clear. You shouldn't put checkers on that point. That's the point you want to clear. So the best move is just to play 13-3. Let's see if he can find it. It's no big deal, Joe. The other player is also fine. Yeah. Okay. He didn't want to leave any shots. Fair enough. Okay, just play flexible. Yeah, that's the 3. And then it's pretty close between which ace to play. It's actually completely borderline. 6-2. Yeah, now he's gonna come out. Oh, again, it's actually doesn't really matter if you come out now or next time. 5-2. That's an ugly one because he can't clear the 7 point. So the 5 is gonna be played from. What is he doing? Oh, that's illegal. Yeah, good. Cary sees it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I liked the 2 though.
I'm sure you did.
Okay, there he realizes
Play with that too.
that he made a mistake.
Now that I made the correct play.
Right.
There's the 4. That's a forced move. Let's see if Cary can hit that shot. Nope. No luck whatsoever so far in this match for Cary Hoarty, the young gun. I think we're gonna see Cary in the Mochi Challenge 2020. We're working on a new setup for the Mochi Challenge. It's gonna be an online championship, and it's gonna be for the youngest players in the sport. And I think it's gonna be really cool. So 5-1. Yeah. Is that double 4s? No, it wasn't. It was 4-3. Well, what was that roll? What was that roll? It was 5-4. And then a 5-2 for Joe. Doesn't really matter which one of these he plays. He opts to save a 6. I think he's just gotta clear from the rear here, Joe. Yep, gotta clear from the rear. If you take off a checker, you put more checkers on the ace point, which is not what we want. And we leave ourselves open for... Oh wait, 6-3. No, there's no double shots here. There are no double shots. But he should just clear from the rear and have that problem solved. pretty clear play. It's basically a blunder to take off a checker here. The gammon rates are so low anyway. That's why you don't really have a gain from taking a checker out. You can see here the gammon rates are 14 or 13.9% versus 11.9%. So there's just a 2% gammon rate. Oh, he does make the blunder. Yep. 6-2. It's really annoying. We can't see the dice with the light reflection from the ceiling. 6-1. Okay, Cary needs to get lucky to save the G. Yeah. Okay, he's gonna save the gammon 19 out of 20 times anyway, so he could save a 6, but it doesn't really matter much. It's not a lot of equity to play for anyway. Yeah, and here he should just go. Since Joe has 4 checkers, an even number on the 3-point, he's not gonna leave any shots anyway. So Cary has to stay 2 more rolls in order to get a shot, which he doesn't want to do because then he might risk losing a gammon. So now is the time to give up the game and just save the gammon. Yeah, Cary's thinking. We could talk about my new book. Meanwhile, while Cary is thinking. Oh, what did he do? Okay, I was just about to talk about my new book. Ah, he didn't run. Oh, that's bad. That's a blunder. Oh yeah, that's a blunder. Oh, Cary, you gotta run. Your PR just went up a full point. Ah, he didn't run this time as well. Oh, that's the double. Now Cary is losing the G. Well, that was a self-imposed gammon loss, and his PR just went up from 5 to 7. That was a self-imposed G from Cary. He should have run when he had the time. He stayed 2 rolls too many. 2 full rolls. Yeah. Besides from those 2 blunders, Cary did play pretty well in this game. He would have played perfect if it wasn't for these 2 blunders. So the PR race is now 7.5 for Cary and 6.5 for Joe, more or less. Okay, the 6-4, yeah, he knew this one. He knew this opening reply, Cary. That's good. Now the double 5s for Joe. What is that, Joe? Why would you strip the midpoint? Why not run a back checker? Oh, that was an ugly play. Yeah, and now Cary's gonna prime. Oh, of course, Joe's just gonna roll the 6-5. 4-3. He's up 10-0. That's why he's not doubling this. That's a good decision, actually. This is a clear double at 0-0. But at this score, it isn't. So good play from Joe. Not doubling. 5-2. What about this one, though? This is a different beast. Ooh, this is borderline. This is very close. This is... okay, but good choice from Joe. It's just about not a cube. Borderline no double. Yeah, he's thinking about blitzing with the 6, but it's kind of weak because he already has an anchor and 1 foot down for the back game. So good play from Joe. 5-1. Yeah, Cary's got to attack. That's a good shot. He gets to unstack the heavy 6-point. Very efficient. I mean, this move takes me 1 second to move. I don't know what it is that... okay, he does find it. Good, Joe. Maybe he was just having a breather. Aha! Now we're getting into a back game position. Early back game. So Cary has the double anger. So we can officially categorize this position as a back game. Yeah, okay, not a bad move. I don't dislike that move too much. The slightly better move would be to make the 11 point. But I don't mind too much. Not an easy move. Okay, that's the safe play. Actually, what about this play? I would have played to the 22 point here. That would have been a blunder. Okay, the best play is to stay back on the 24 and play 6 to 4, which is a bit ugly. Joe was looking at 5 to 3, which is impure because you bury that checker, which is efficiently slotted on the 5 point. Yeah, I mean, I would be in serious danger of making a blunder here, putting the back checker on the 22 point. However, I see now why that's not the right play, because by stepping up, you give Cary more good numbers, because then he will have the 3s and 4s to step up and hit here, and he has a bunch of numbers here that makes something over here. If you just keep the blood here down on the 24 point, it's just safe out of play. And then you have this nice duplication with the 3s and 4s that hits here are also the 3s and 4s that covers the 5 point. Yeah, it's actually a difficult play. I'm impressed if Joe finds the best move here, but he hasn't even looked at it yet, so I don't think he's gonna find it. Okay, now he's looking at it. Perhaps he senses the weakness of coming up to the 22 point. Okay. That was his first intuition. Burying that slotted checker. 5-2. Yeah, not too much to think about. Ow, that ugly play. Why would you do that, Cary? Okay, yeah. Just play pure. You're in a back game. It's very expensive to play in pure in a back game. This is such a long-term strategy game when you enter the back game phase. Yeah, okay, good. He does find the purest of the plays. 6-4, that's a pretty good roll. The question is, should he hit or not? He chooses not to hit. Yeah, I don't dislike that. It's actually very close. Let's see, it's very close. Nice play from Joe. At least that he sees the fact that the idea of not hitting is to not give more timing to the back gamer. 6-5 is kind of an ugly roll, or it is an ugly roll. Oh really? I would have played 2 down there. This is just too ugly. Too ugly. I think that Cary should leave a shot from the midpoint. Yeah, I like. Yes, exactly. Good play, Cary. Very nice. Good backgammon instincts from Cary. I think it's a 4-3, but I'm not sure. 5-3. Yeah. Okay, he can't hit in the outfield. He can't slot the 5 points. So what can you do? Well, you can play 13 to 6. To what? I do not know. What was that? Where's the 2-4? 2-1. Okay, so at least the 5 point is getting slotted. 6-5, that's an ugly shot, but at least the 6 is killed. Cary is down 69 pips, which is not enough for a deep back game. However, because of the gaps in Joe's structure, he does have a very solid position. That just changed. That was a monster roll from Joe. What was that, 4-1? What about this one? Oh yeah, this is trouble from Cary. He doesn't have the timing here. I think it could actually be too good already. It's probably not too good. I think I would double, and even at this score, oh, that's the score is the tricky one because it's a big pass at 0-0 because of the lack of timing. You don't want to play a back game with poor timing. But now he's down 10-0. So he could get a recube in on a shot or a double shot later on. However, I think that... Okay, yeah, let's see XG. It says it's really close. It's a big mistake not to double because he's just in such good shape. And there's a lot of gammon and there's volatility because when he clears the 8 point, he will lose his market, which is exactly what just happened. Okay, now he doubles. Now it's too good to double, right? Yeah. Okay, it's not too good. It's borderline double, almost too good. Joe just lost his market big time. There's nothing to think about here, Cary. This is an ace point game. And your position... Ace point games sucks. Ace point games suck. No S. I do not know what he's thinking about here. Perhaps he's a little bit confused about the match score, but I mean 10-0 to 19. 9 away, 19 away is not enough to take a ace point game like this. You're just getting smashed. Good pass. Good pass. Good pass. And he didn't deep pass. Double and a pass. Yeah, good, very good game from Cary. Joe played decent, I think, in this game. He just forgot to cube exactly at that perfect time where he had volatility and Cary's timing all of a sudden looked suspicious. Oh. Okay, 6-3 opening. Oh. 6 what? 6-2. 5-1. This is a close decision for a human being. Not easy. Okay, the key here is that Cary has 3 back checkers, and that, yes, good play, Cary, really good play. A lot of people would have hit, but when you have more back checkers, you're really in a hurry to get that advanced anchor before your opponent starts priming. That was a good move from Cary. Another decision here, whether to hit on the 7 or make the 4 point. Okay, yeah, slightly better to make the 4 point. So this one he didn't get right. It doesn't have too much of a gain from that hit. That's the problem. So he could have just improved his prime value and his contact value by making the 4 point. Let's see if Cary can find the best play here. It's to slot the 4 point. Yeah, the problem with this move that Cary makes is that it's too deep. It's a very weak blitz move and doesn't have the purity for the prime. Actually, Joe was better off not hitting. It's close. It is close. Yeah, good play from Cary. 6-4 for Joe. He could make the 4 point. He could play 18 to 10. Okay, he does make the 4 point, which is the best play, even though it leaves a double shot. But he's not scared since Cary has a very weak blitz position with just a 1 point board and 7 checkers in the zone. The blitz is basically non-existent. So it's not too bad to leave an early shot here, or an early double shot. And the same applies to this position. It's a very weak roll. He can't do anything with this roll. He might be tempted to either hit on the ace or run from the 18. Oh, he does hit on the ace. That's the best play. Well played, Joe. One of those moves where everything you do is just terrible. Double force. That's a good shot. That is a good shot. Yeah, there's no other play. Of course. Just bring the checkers home.
Sorry about leaving that conversation. Yeah, I apologize. We had plans and
Yeah. Good move from Cary. He should just play the purest possible move, which is to slot the 4 and the 5 point. Both players are playing well in this game, I think. Yeah. Cary is just developing his front position, improving his contact value by developing his front position. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. You don't want to waste both your spare checkers on the 6 and the 8 to make that deep, ugly deuce point. Very unconcentrated move from Joe. He looks a bit tired and unconcentrated, actually. Okay, yeah. Better move would have been just to leave an early shot on the midpoint, Cary. 3 what? Guess it's not a 3-5. That would have been played so fast. 3-6. Okay, he gets to build the ace, cover the ace. Okay, so Cary has a decision whether to keep that policeman on the 22 point for extra contact, or whether he wants to save it to avoid losing a gammon, because that checker is vulnerable for a blitz. And the key to this position is that Joe has the better inner board. That's why this is a big blunder. Big blunder from Cary. When your opponent has the better inner board, in this case a 4-point board versus 3-point board, you gotta play safe. The blitz is very scary. So the best play would have been for Cary to come out and play safe, just eliminate all the blitz value of the opponent's position. An inexperienced move from Cary Hoarty. Yep, that's the best play, Joe. Almost as good just to pick and pass and bury a checker. The thing is that Joe doesn't need prime value in this position. His only game plan is to race and win this game in a race, clear his points from the rear. That's why the pick and pass move of 8-3, 3-1 is actually a pretty good move, because he doesn't need the purity, he doesn't need the prime value. Yeah, it's not a bad move. Definitely not a bad move. However, the best move is still just to play 10-3, since Cary has a little bit of weakness over here, some blots, and he didn't develop his prime yet. So Joe could take advantage of that. He does have the stronger inner board. This is basically a save or ball play decision, and the most important feature of save versus ball play decisions is the inner board strength, and that's in Joe's favor here. That's why he can play bold. This is all the way back from Paul McGrill's Bible of Backgammon from 1976. He outlined the save versus ball play criteria, and it still applies even today. He sure does take his time on this play. And he finds the best play. Well played, Joe. Really good play. 4-3, yeah. So this is why, now we get to see why Joe's more aggressive play of hitting loose and keeping the slot on the 3-point is actually very strong, because look at all the blots that Cary has in this position. Of course, Cary is happy to hit, gives him way better chances than not hitting, but Joe has that backup plan, which is to re-hit some of those blots. Yeah, that's a very, very clear play from Cary. He's probably worried about the blot count, but it's just so much bigger gain to play pure and have all those builders. There's the trouble. Crucial hit from Joe Feldman. Yeah, good play from Joe. What a crucial entry from Cary here. If he had fanned on this one, he would have get blitzed out of this world. Really, really lucky roll. Okay, he ups from 9 to 8. That's just fine. Yeah, what's the winning chances here? It's almost an even game now. That was a critical 3-1 from the bar from Cary. 6-1. Pretty clear play, I think. The PRs are almost identical. Both players playing at a 6.5. Not too impressive so far. Cary is yawning. Okay, so Joe chooses the suboptimal one, but no big deal. 5-4, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Now Cary is actually a favorite in this position. Surprisingly enough, the XG prefers to bring 2 down rather than build the 7-point, which gives this one gives more outfield control, and you don't get hit over here in the outer bar. So that was actually a great play from Cary. Most players would have just made the 7. 3-2. That's a great shot. Cary is the big favorite now, 60% favorite. 4-1. Remember, Cary is down 11-0 to 19. Could this be a cube? I think this is a cube. Yeah, it's a big ass cube. It's a big fat cube. You're down 0-11, Cary, to 19. You have market losers here. All the hitters in the outfield, followed by a fan, will be a market loser. And even just making the 7-point followed by a non-ace will also be a market loser. So there are definitely market losers here. How many actually? We have all 7s hit and 6-3, 5-4. So that's 10 hitting shots in the outfield. That's already enough. And then we have 5-1, 4-1, 5-4. 5-4 is duplicated. Good cube from Cary. Very, very good cube. And you give your opponent a chance to blunder. This is such an important concept in human versus human backgammon. Yes, he blunders. He passes the cube. Amazing cube from Cary. This is such an easy take.
Oh, absolutely. You would have to. It's funny that you said that.
Now they're talking.
So I could totally like game you if you were going to be that.
They're talking. I don't know what they're saying. This is such an easy take.
I left the blot on the I liked your play.
We can magnify the position here. I mean, Cary is just 17% to win a gammon here. And Joe wins 38% wins. He is up 45 pips. He has a 4-point board. He can try to escape the back checker. I mean, yeah, this is a big, big take. Okay, so it was 6-1, 5-2. But he did indeed pass. 6-5. Oh, for Joe. 5-2. Oh, he split the back checkers. And then 5-4. Oh, I was... Oh yeah, 5-4. Good. Yeah, he's just running, getting into a running game plan, which is a good idea. Oh. Okay. No big deal. Cary. What's that? 2-1. It's probably not double deuces. Probably 2... What could it be? 2-5. Uh-huh. Yeah. That was a mistake. Small mistake. The other variations were better. 6-2, that's a good shot. Double sixes is a great shot. It's a really, really great shot. And he does find the best play. Very nice. 5-1. Okay, so Cary is not too happy about making a loose blitz move here with 8-2, but he doesn't really have any other good alternatives. 13-7 strips the midpoint, and so does 13-8, 6-5. But it was a very close play between top 4. The best play is indeed to hit loose. Good play, Cary. Yeah, 3-1. Of course, Joe wants to hang back and see if he can hit that shot next time. Double sixes. Okay, Cary's starting to get going, but he's 1-6 short here. He can't have everything, so Cary should think about the cube next roll. So how does he avoid losing that cube? He should play with as low volatility as possible. So we can definitely exclude 13-1 with 2 checkers. So it's something like this. This is probably the double match point move. Isn't it? No, actually it isn't. There is a better move even at double match point, which is just to come out and then make the 7 point, because you duplicate the aces. That's a big blunder. He didn't even see it. And he's just up 7 pips. I mean, 7 pips is nothing. He should think about the prime. And by staying at the 16 point, he also has that shot next time. Joe would have to move that checker. Oh, that was a... oops. That was a bad play from... really bad play from Cary, actually. He didn't really seem to understand that position well. Okay, so now it's the cube. He's down 1 pip. It's such an easy take. One man back. When you're in one man back positions, either you want a strong prime or / blitz position, or you want to have a race lead. In this position, Cary has neither. He's like 1 step away from having a proper cube here. Look at Joe's inner board, how well developed it is. It's super strong 4-point board, while Cary has a 2-point board with a blot. Yeah, it does take. Such an easy take. Blunder from Cary to double. That's the 6, and that's the 3. Cary is a 62% favorite now. He was just a 58% favorite when he was doubling, and literally gammonless position. Big blunder from Cary to double. Both players playing above a 7. Joe steps up. I like that. You're up in the race, Joe. Oh, actually he isn't. He's down 5 pips. But it's rather close. So he wants to try to see if he can get something out of that race value. That race equity. Realize the race equity. Yeah, good move by Cary. Prime is very important when the race isn't a lock. Which is... the race is definitely not a lock in this position. Cary will be up 8 pips after this roll, but I mean that's plenty of race value for Joe, so Cary should think about priming value as well. That's a little bit weird move. 13-8, a little bit too stiff in my opinion. 6-1. Aha! I think we're gonna see a pick and pass. Oh, actually, it's borderline. 10-4, 2-1 is also fine. Leaves 0 shots, and Cary is still up 15 pips after the move. But he does the same as my subconscious, which is to pick and pass. Had the race been less in Cary's favor, then the pick and pass would have been the best play. But this was just at that borderline state where the race value was just enough that you didn't have to make the pick and pass, the impure pick and pass play. What's that? 6-5 for Cary. Ooh, something that makes the 5 point would have been better, but I mean it's not that bad. It's 11 pips and you get to make the 3 point. I don't know what's taking him so long. Okay, just taking his time, being methodic. How do you say that? Methodic? Yeah, being methodic. Both players have plenty of time in the clock. Time is not going to be an issue in this final Las Vegas Open final 2019. Yeah. Not too bad actually. Pretty good roll. Cary is now a 79% favorite. And he's below a 7 in the PR race. So Joe is thinking about stepping up. By stepping up, he decreases the attackers pointing at his face. But the right idea was actually to stay back, because you lower your contact value as well. Wow, double 5s. What a roll. What an incredible roll. Let's see the 4-1. Yeah, small mistake from Joe. No big deal. Okay, that's pretty good to enter immediately. You save a lot of gammons by coming in immediately. 5 what? Is it 5-4? Oh, no, 6-5. Yeah. Joe, no. He was hitting everything earlier in the match. And now it's Cary's time to have a little bit of luck. Is it 5-1 or 4-1? I think you prefer 4-1 over 5-1. Wait. No, so it's gotta be 5-1, right? Yeah, 5-1. 5-1 for Joe. Only one play here. That doesn't leave a shot. 6-5. I think Joe should stay. There's a lot of contact value here. So many shots that leave. That gives Joe a turnaround shot. Definitely stay. Yeah, he's gonna win the game 13.6% of the time by hanging back. And 6-4 for Cary. No shots given. Yep, and now Joe is just gonna get the heck out of there. Save the G. He's gonna save the gammon. There it is. That's the gammon save. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Double 6s, no need to waste time. Okay, so Cary gets another 2 points. 11-3.
Yeah, there was he had to leave early for I'll probably just run a video
mind telling you it's just a
Oh, 5244. I just had to. My wife was writing. Let's see here what happened. Whatever happened. And then this. Yeah. Good play from Joe. So 5-2, and he brings 2 checkers down, followed by a double 4. He plays that one perfectly, and I think it's a 4-1, isn't it? 4-1. Yeah, 6-2. We are up to speed again. 6-2. Wow. 5-4. Another hit. 3-1. Another hit. Really good shot, actually. Oh. 4-2. What was that? 6. Is it 6-2? Okay, so Cary has a decision here. It's really nice to come out to the outfield, yeah, because you get so much outfield control by coming out. The question is how to play that. Yeah, the deuce gotta be played from 6-4. Yep, or at least from behind. This was a big mistake, I think. It's too much. You also give much more fly shots out here in the outfield. You give all the 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s basically. Yeah, that was a bad move from Cary. Let me see. How did he move this double aces? Oh wait, like this weird way. Yeah, that was not the best play from Joe, but whatever. Okay, Cary gets to clean up the blots. Was that really necessary? Yeah, not too bad. Cary was lucky there with that 6. With that double 5s. What is that? 2. Was it 2-3? Yeah, he had no other play. 4-2. So Cary is up in the race. He really wants to step up here. It's so crucial that you step up because he doesn't want to get trapped behind a prime when he's up in the race. When you're up in the race, race. There are no other plays here, Joe. There are literally no other plays. I mean, maybe he's thinking about this 7-4, 5-3, which is slightly more pure, but you destroy your 7 point. So it's just so obvious that there's just one play. Not a bad shot per se. I mean, if you don't hit, which of course you wanted to hit, at least he could have. He could cover the ace point blot. Double 4s. Aha. That's interesting. So many different options here. Yeah, that's pretty good to come out with a stack on the 4. Yeah, I think yes, that is the right idea. Only downside is you leave that little bit of daylight that Cary can escape with a 6. 5-2. He can't escape, so we gotta find something to play. This move is a slightly more pure, but destroys his prime. For that reason, I don't like it. I think he has to keep the 8 point here. Right? Actually, it's completely borderline. No, it comes out better on XG+. It is the right idea. to play a little bit more pure and flexible. Yeah, okay, I see it now, because you also you lower your flexibility too much with this move. Here you have way better flexibility, so you don't have to crunch and leave any shots later on. Good play from Cary. He's thinking about the cube, which makes sense. What's the race here? He's down 19 pips. Then no way this is a cube when you're down 19 pips and your opponent is on the edge of the prime. He's up 11-3 in this match. So this is, I would be very surprised if this is a cube. He does double. Yeah, yet again, it's a blunder. It's a blunder to double here. This is such an easy take. I hope that Cary knows these reference positions, that when you... Oh, he does take. Well, good Cary. Very nice take. I mean, when you're up in the race and you have just one man behind the 5 prime, but it's at the edge of the prime, so it has daylight. It's so easy to take these one-man back cubes. Yeah. Speaking of cubes, making some propaganda for my new book, Cube Like a Boss. We do go into in depth with one-man back cubes. So yeah, that's your it should be on the top of your list, on your Christmas present list. It will improve your backgammon, I can assure you of that. 6-1, I think it's 6-1. Is it 4-1? 6-1. Yeah, Cary is threatening to escape at every single roll, but he fails to escape yet another roll. Yeah. Now if Joe can attack. Okay, he doesn't make the deuce point, but he can definitely attack on the deuce point, and he should. So you attack, that's the first one. Then you come out, I guess, with both back checkers. Wait, what's the race here? Okay, the race is actually getting closer. If he was way up in the race, then you could consider not hitting loose. But the race is still quite close, so that means that Cary is threatening to jump out and get into a good racing position. For that reason, Joe has to hit loose here. He doesn't want to give all that race equity to his opponent. Yeah. Yes, that's the right play, Joe. I guess he has to count the race here. I'm a little bit surprised if he makes the other play without counting the race. I mean, it's very natural to hit loose. I mean, that's just my instinct. It took me a second to see that move. And not hitting is the unorthodox play. So you really have to count the race and be sure if you want to play the non-hit variation here. Because even if you're up in the race, you probably want to hit anyway just because of the gammons. He's really taking his time here. I don't think this is too difficult a position. Yeah, we have both players in the PR race here. Around a 7 so far. It hasn't been very impressive. Oh, he plays safe. Oh, Joe, you took so long. He looks very tired, Joe. And lack of energy. It looks like he's struggling, and it's really difficult to play well if you are in this tired physical mode. Your brain just doesn't work well. And as backgammon players, we are really depending on our brain to simply just see the best moves. My way of viewing it is that it's not even me playing backgammon, it's my brain playing backgammon. I have to give my brain all of the best possible conditions for functioning. And And he does look a little bit tired, Joe. Okay, now he has better posture. He's sitting up again. Yet another failed roll for Cary. He's trying to get that 6. And there's the 6 prime. There's the 6, but it's too late. Too late. Joe has him trapped. Again, this is a move. I think that Joe is quite slow to react to this 4-1. It was a very simple, almost automatic move. Doesn't really matter which one you make. 4-1, good move. Fan. Double 3, and there's the closeout. Again, Joe is in his relaxing loss of posture, physical state. I don't think he's playing his A game at the moment. But of course, I don't know Joe too well. I've never met him, so I could be wrong about that assumption. That was a good play though. Another fan from Cary. I have no idea what the player's regular level is. I assume it's a little bit better than this. But I mean, if you play a 7 PR, you are an high level intermediate player, I would say, or a low level advanced player, however you want to define it. And you could definitely win a tournament with a PR of 7. You just need to get lucky. Well, you need to get lucky in either way to win a tournament, but it's definitely a lot easier to win a tournament if your PR is 3.5 compared to if your PR is 7. It's gonna be another 2 points for Joe. Yeah. Both players playing around a 7. Cary just got down to 6.5, and I still expect that the players can lower their PR a bit in this match, even though they've been playing pretty steadily at a 7 throughout this match. They seem to just, from game 1 or game 2, they were already converging towards the 7, and then it's been like that ever since. Okay, Cary opts for the aggressive 4-1 slot yet again. I like it. I like his style, his attitude. Oh, double 5s. That's a good shot. Yes, that's the best play, Cary. And let's remember how young Cary is. I mean, he's 19 years old. So, of course, he has great potential, and I do see a lot of talent in his game already. But it's also been a bit inexperienced so far. I think his error rate has simply been too high, and that usually comes with experience. You gotta. Oh, that was a small error, by the way. Cary should have played for the prime. Just go all out for the priming game, inviting your opponent to a prime versus prime. He has perfect prime position here. He has an efficient checker distribution. He already unstacked the heavy 6 point. He has good timing. How did he play this one? Yeah, that was one too little. Cary corrects him. Okay. Yeah, good spotted. Really good spotted from Cary. This is the position. Yeah. Really good spotted from Cary. So he's paying attention, while Joe is making, like, of course it wasn't on purpose, this mistake, but it goes to back up my hypothesis that Joe is actually starting to lose mental energy here. But Cary is really attentive and he spotted this mistake. Most players wouldn't have spotted it probably. That Joe actually was one ace short. Okay, and then he finds a blunder. Yeah, that's really bad. He's gonna lose in a prime versus prime position, so it's imperative that you split your back checkers so you don't get stuck. But small error here from Cary. No big deal. Aces. That's a huge shot. Notice that it's almost correct just to make the angle because you want to avoid that. You want to avoid that priming game, but of course, I mean, it's a 4 prime. It's a huge shot. Double aces. 6-3. What a lucky roll. And there, by one roll, all of the timing problems disappeared, and Cary does what he has been doing this entire match, which is to fan. Aha! Really? Really? Yeah, this is a big no double, and Cary takes it very fast. Very good, Cary. When you're down in the match at such a skewed score, any contact position that's the slightly bit gammonish is gonna be a take. And yeah, this was a very, very bad cube from Joe. Way too much contact. We're gonna see a redouble here, like probably not half the time, but pretty close to half the time. Cary should be able to find a recube here. He can probably even recube as an underdog. Oh wait, why didn't he run? Joe didn't run. Wow. Wow, he could have obtained freedom with the back checkers. That's huge. Now Cary is still priming. I think I should have a diploma in what do you call it, like the physical tell, like the FBI agents. I detected that Joe was losing his mental energy, and what do we see in the following in the following game? We see Joe blunder big time. 3-2. Is that the right play? Okay, again an inferior move from Joe. 4-1. Yeah, that's a mistake from. That was it kind of looked awkward for me that he broke the 9 point. That was a mistake from Cary. Oh, now it's going a little bit too fast. He fanned. He fanned. The first fan. Hey, why didn't he redouble here? Sorry, he's he's behind a 5 prime. Sorry, my bad. It was a little bit fast, the transcription here. So I don't have my head in the game. Wait, 5-3. Oh, he brings 2 checkers down. Yeah, slightly inferior move. Half a blunder. That's a great shot from Joe. He just comes out and distracts Cary from making the 4 point while hitting. So of course he's got a hit. I mean, if he could, he would slot the 4 point here just to play as pure as possible, but he can't. I mean, of course you gotta hit Cary. Yeah, he sees that. And yeah. 3-5, that's a fan. Unless Cary gets aces, that's something bad. I think it's 6-3. Yeah. Cary needs some aces. Fan from Joe. Still no ace. Okay. So Cary never got into the territory of recubing, even though he had a great spot holding a 2 cube at this score. He's considering slotting. I like the idea. You're getting out primed, so you gotta get your checkers, utilize your checkers as efficient as possible. So the slot does make sense, but it's just, but then you have to bury a checker as well. So that's the unpleasant part about it. But actually, yeah, I didn't mind. It was a fine play. There's an ace. There is an ace. What about the 5? Yeah, it's easy. No need to leave a double shot. Five one. Oh, it was 5-1 here for. Five, and then Cary gets a 5-1. Yeah, it's good. He gets another ace. Yeah, good play from Cary. He gets that ace and a fan. Okay, Cary has a chance here. He's not. He should. Yeah, Cary has a cube. Cary has an underdog cube. Oh, I just pushed it. Cary has an underdog cube here. That's what I was talking about. That's why the initial cube from Joe Feldman was so horrible. That Cary can recube even though he has 38.5% winning chances. So he's a big underdog, but this is a juicy recube. He has 21.5% gammon chance here to win 8 points, and the volatility level is super high. No, Cary, you missed out on the most beautiful, juicy cube. Ah, what a pity. What a pity. Well, we saw it, right, guys? We saw the beauty of that cube, but of course it's more difficult when you're sitting there over the board. I don't know what he's thinking about here with 5-2. Such a clear play. You're not playing a priming game here, Cary. Yes, you're just trying to blitz, basically. You're trying to blitz and race. So you can... Yeah, he does. Okay, so what's going to happen if he fans here? I hope he fans. He does. What about this decision, Cary? Now you're better off than before. You have a 5-point board. This is a huge double. The volatility is so high, he's literally gonna be a gammon favorite if he rolls the 6 to 8 points. This is a classic example of match play cube strategy. This is such a big cube. Even though he's an underdog. Look at the gammons. Yes, good play, Cary. Thank you. That would have. Wow, it would have been so. It would have been so just cringingly bad if you hadn't found this cube. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's an easy cube to find because it's an underdog cube. It's just when we see the result here and we see it's almost a 4 double blunder, quadruple blunder almost, not to cube. It's just such a relief to see that he does find the cube and yeah, and puts the pressure on Joe. I mean, Joe, you are a favorite in this position. Oh, Joshua Riddle says, love this redouble by Cary. Yep, me too. I think we're catching up to the live chat or something. It's incredible if Joe passes this one. He's a 57% favorite to win the position. He's gonna win almost every time when Cary doesn't roll a 6. And even if he rolls the 6. Stephen Ferguson says, has to be take. Ah, that's cool. We can follow the chat messages from the live stream, even though we're not watching the stream live. Oh, he took. Good. Good play, Joe. They did see the correct actions. Let's see if he gets that 6. He needs a 6.
I don't know. 13-5 is good, right? Like, I don't know.
Too bad for Cary. I was kind of cheering for Cary there. Yeah. He might get another chance if Joe fans. He does. He gets another chance. Now's the time, Cary. Nope. Okay, he might get one more chance. If Joe fans, he does. Now is your time, Cary, and nope. The crunch. The crunch is here, and now he's in big trouble. Yeah, he's game over. Joe is an 84% favorite in this position. Cary is down to a double six. Ooh, 6-2. I think it's 6-2. It's kind of a neutral roll.
Has anybody ever seen such a weak cube from my side?
Has anyone ever seen such a pass?
They're talking and joking. I wonder if it's Cary's mom sitting next to him over here. I mean, Cary is so young. Could be his mom. Four, 2. Yeah. Okay, he has a little bit of... He has a fighting chance here. He's up to 17.5% winning chance. Oh, double aces. That's a hit in the outfield. Yeah, that's a crucial hit. Now he's game over. Down to 10% winning chances here. Oh, he gets the 2. That's crucial. This means that he does have the double 6 chance. Double 4 for Joe. That's actually not easy to find the best variation here, but it's also very difficult to make a blunder. Okay, that was 2. Yeah, that's too stiff. That's too stiff. Oh, I made a mistake. 5-3. Oh, that was a mistake. It was a 5-1. Oh, 4-2. I am losing my grip here, so this must have been a 5-2. And he's clearing the rear point, which wasn't so good. And then you get a 3-2, which is a forced move. I think we're good again. 5-1. Oh, that was a 6-5. And what's that? 3 what? Double 3? Is it double 3? Really? You don't... Wait, what? You're down in the race, Joe. You don't want to point shift with double 3? Oi, that's a big blunder. Attack, a blood, prime, and anger. That is a very crucial... Or was it... Maybe it wasn't 6-3, sorry. Ah, it was 6... It was no, 6-3, not double 3. Okay, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, okay. My bad. Ooh, 6-5. And he's out. And we have a completely even race at our hands. Deuces. Yep. Cary is a favorite. 52% favorite in this race. Wow. What a monster roll that is. 2-1. Okay, Cary. I would say that it's a waste of time, but you do have 23 minutes in your time bank, which is a lot. Yeah, he's an 82% favorite now. Joe Feldman. He's gonna win this race. And 4 points. 5-4. Forced move. Double force. Forced move. The PR race, Cary is down to a 6.3 now, and Joe is at an 8.6. Not exactly world-class level in a big final like this one. We would probably have expected slightly higher level of play. Oh, he dodges the deuce, and not only that, he rolls a destroying double 5 and wins the game. 4-point for Joe. Yeah, it's not really impressive what we're seeing here when we think that about the fact that this is a really big tournament, and this is the final of the tournament, and they probably have a lot of money at stake here. Yeah, it looks like 2 advanced players, but not world class, definitely. And I don't even think that it's been a difficult match per se. World class player would probably have been playing like a 2 or a 3 in this match.
So much for that last game. Yeah. To give. It was a scary cube to give. No, I was to take. Oh, the 4 cube for you to take. Yeah, it was very scary. Yeah. Yeah. When you can just play from like 13 to 5.
Right, you have so many killer
And you sit. Yeah.
They're just discussing the cube actions.
That's mine.
excuse me.
Just like being nice to one another. Yeah, your cube was so scary. Yes, it was. It was really, really scary. Ah, but your cube was also good. Something like that. Oh, he should actually play the no-hit. The gammon saving variation. Yeah. Okay, double 5s. He equalizes. I like the way that Cary moved that double 5 actually. Slotted the 5-point as the second 5. His move order was in place, so we want to move with the right move order. You know, that's something that Carsten Bredal from Denmark is always talking about. So you want to move the numbers that are more important first, and then you make the decisions with the remaining numbers after. Okay, this is a gammonish position. Yeah, I mean it's pretty close. It's a 50-50 position, but it's almost a cube because it has the volatility, and Cary is down big time in the match. He's down 16 away, 2 away. So he should definitely double aggressively. The problem is that it's not quite there yet. It's so difficult to lose your market here. But it is possible to lose your market. I mean, a hit followed by a dance would be a market loss. Okay, Joe is down to his sleeping posture once more, but I don't think that it really matters because he's up 17-3, so he can be as sleepy as he wants and probably still take home the title. 6-1. Oh, yeah, he didn't cube, which was a good decision. And oh, that was an ugly 6. How can you find that 6, Cary? That was a blunder. 3-2. Closes the golden point. Very nice. Aha. It kind of looks like a white checker here on the 7-point, but it isn't. It's just the reflection of the light. Aha, I like that play. Yeah, he sees it. Go for it, Joe. It's the best move you have. You unstack, you have a 6-point, and you double hit. Very important to double hit here. He could play safe with something like 21-16, but it leaves a double shot, you know. That's not good. There is no other play, actually. There is no other play. There is just a double hit. I think he's gonna realize it now. By the way, I really like this FTH board that they're playing on. The sponsored board from FTH. It's beautiful, and it's a pleasure to play on this board. I had one myself. I just sold it actually to buy another one. But I know for a fact that these FTH boards are amazing to play at. The Wolfeld surface. Okay. 5-1, that's a good shot. Maybe Joe can just win an undoubled gammon here. That could be the way this match ends. 4-3. Can he continue the blitz? Not really, but he's gonna hit. Oh, he's gonna hit from the 16 point. Again, let's start with the 4 and look for the best 3. And you probably could have found another 3. Yeah, not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. That anchor on the 23 point is really valuable here because of the gaps and the buried checkers on the Joe's ace point. What is it, 6-5? If it's 6-5, then he's really slow to make the double hit. Oh, it's for Joe. Ah, that's the problem with the baffle boxes. It's so bad for streaming. You never know whose turn it is. So 6 and is it a 4? Is it a 5? I think it's a 4. I think that it is a 4. Yes, it's a 4. 4s. Cary, he should go for inner board strength here. You don't want to go for prime because you don't really have a prime. So 3 down is a bad move. You want to go for inner board strength. It's so clear. Yeah, okay. Nope. That's a blunder. It's a blunder because he fails to make the inner board point. And he would have had an extra... He would have had that extra attacker out here. And he can play bold in this position. What is it? 4-5 for Joe. But of course, the double 4 was not an easy move to move from Cary. The double 4s are oftentimes the most difficult role because you have so many different game plan options. So double 2 deuces. That's just a crushing roll. It's so crushing. It's so crushing. He could consider slotting with the last, but he should just come up. Well played. Well rolled and well played from Joe. 5-3. Now he's got to attack. He wants to attack that check. Oh, double 5. Wow. And he could even just wait with a back checker here. Just to see if he can pick up more checkers and win the undoubled gammon. What a roll. Yeah, okay, he could have played for even more contact actually. Just leaving the blot. 5-2. It's a poor roll, but he should just keep as much contact as possible, try to win that gammon, pick up more checkers. Okay, that's the DMP move coming out, where you don't care about gammons. But in this case, he does care about gammon. He doesn't want to let that gammon slip out of his hands. But okay. He probably felt like it was a little bit too inflexible. What is that? 5 what? Could be anything. 5-2. Oh, you don't have to break contact with the 5-2. Oh, but it's the right play. But it's very close. It's very close. Yeah, he really would have liked to pick up more of those blots out there, but oh, wait. He takes a checker off. I don't think that's a good idea. That's a blunder. Yeah, that is a blunder. Why would you do that, Joe? You need to play flexible. Avoid leaving shots. Two 1. 6-3. Okay, he clears with no problem whatsoever. He could have gotten into a real mess here in the bear off. 2-1, so he plays it like this. Okay, fair enough. So 6-1. Okay, at least he doesn't take off checkers here. Gets ready to clear from the rear. That's the 3, and what about the... that's the deuce, what about the 3? Just slot. Right? Okay, he plays this one. Even though he shouldn't be scared of losing a gammon. This is Cary's chance. You need to hit that deuce, Cary. Nope. I think it's gonna be a gammon and game over. 6-4. Double 3, doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter at all. Okay, down to the last roll of the match, potentially. Can Joe... yeah.
Everything I said about you last night, honestly, you are lose with.
That's game over.
Good night. Congratulations. I got so lucky, and I'm not even going to... No, congratulations. I really...
Okay, so the final score... oh, let's do like this. 17-3 or 19-3 for Joe Feldman. Super lucky. I mean, he has plus 11.5 in luck rate. It's just amazing amount of luck.
Like I did, have.
Oh, he gives his wife a big hug.
But now he doesn't have to go to LA.
That's cute.
I mean, I can appreciate you not wanting to have to go to LA. Hey, get up.
That's nice. And Cary gets some comforting words from his friends. Legendary Ed O'Loughlin standing in the background. Yeah. So that was the Las Vegas Open final 2019. Not too impressive with their level of play in such a big tournament final. 6.2 for Cary and 8.3 for Joe. Obviously, so lucky. Joe, a huge amount of luck rate. Cary couldn't do much. He was destined to lose. I think that Cary probably could have played a little bit better. I don't think he's going to be too happy to see his PR of 6.2. But there's a lot of potential in Cary Hoarty. I can really see him improving a lot over the next couple of years and potentially becoming a world-class player. And Joe seemed like a solid player as well. I think he lost a lot of mental energy along the way, and I think his level of play dropped a little bit because of that. He could also improve his play, I think. So that's it for now. Remember to check out my new book. It's called Cube Like a Boss. It's really, really good, I think, and it's going to be out the 1st of December, and you can buy it on Amazon. Greatest Christmas present of 2019. Okay, guys, see you later on backgammongalaxy.com. Take care.